Well, hi, Doc here from Doc's Projects. I've got another money-saving tip for you on your vehicles, so I'm going to be putting together a lot of these little videos. This one has to do with the electrical system in your car. Quick tip right now is to make sure you know, do not pressure wash your engine. And I'm going to explain why here in just a minute. But before I get into that, make sure that you haven't done it already. Hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. And it allows you to get a lot of my money-saving tips on taking care of your car or making your own repairs in some cases. So stay tuned for this little tip, and I'll catch up with you right afterwards. See you in a bit. These are the coils, what they call the COP program, coil on plug. Spark plugs are down inside. This is the coil with the coil wire down below. But see, there's a little connection. There's a little debris in there. This is the connection that goes in. Because if you look at this, inside here, there's just a little bit of plastic. This plastic here, by the time that snaps in place, it's supposed to be able to be good enough to keep dust and stuff out. But if you hit this area anywhere along in here with high pressure water, the high pressure is enough to get past this seal and get inside. Say don't steam clean or high pressure your engine. Use some motor clean gunk or something on a warm engine and hose it off someplace where you're not going to make a mess on your floor. Let's show you another place. On this, you can see all these tiny little holes in here. Down inside each one of those holes is a little piece of wire that's connected to this big harness that comes through here. You can see how thick that is and how many little tiny wires there are. That represents how many wires are inside here. Now here's where it's connected. You look inside here, you can see all those tiny little pins. And again, hopefully that's clear and focused. Around the outside of this plastic, on the inside here, just a little bit of plastic. This locks down, holds it in place good, but you can see some of the dirt that's on the top. So some of the dirt is actually able to get in here. So you can imagine if you were to hit it with a high pressure hose, water would get in there. Imagine the kind of damage could be done. Okay, well, as you saw, it's easy to get moisture into those connectors, and that can cause problems. Problem is, it won't create the problems for several months down the road, and by then you'll forget that you had pressure washed it, so you won't even be thinking that maybe that's what's going on. Your check engine light will come on, your windows might roll up and down by themselves, your wipers might go on, all kinds of weird things happen, or things don't work anymore. Radio's messed up, who knows? There's so many things that could go wrong with this kind of a situation. Problem is, you have a lot of unscrupulous technicians out there that'll take advantage of that. But once they get into it, one of the things they'll do is take apart some of these connectors so that they can test the wires from one point to another for continuity. It's part of the diagnostic that they do. As they open it up, they'll realize, oh, there's rust in here. Oh my goodness. They'll clean it up real quick, put it back together, boom, it's all done. Check engine light goes away, the problem goes away, car's fixed. In 5 or 10 minutes time that it took them to clean that up. They'll still charge you for the diagnostic fee, which is just the way it is. But sometimes they will try to sell you a part that they know you believe is probably faulty, or you'll believe them. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, your powertrain control module, $800, $900 for the part plus the labor to put it in. They'd love to sell that to you, and you came in thinking something like that might be, not remembering that 6 months ago you pressurized steam cleaned your engine. So watch out for that kind of stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I'll try to read them and answer them as soon as I can, usually within a day or two. Have a great day, and thanks for joining Doc's Project. See you next time.